In this part we're going to finish up our character sheet for Hatley, and I'll show you a few things that I didn't get to show you in the last few tutorials. So let's open up AutoHARP. Let's open up our character sheet Hatley. I've added a few levels to him in the, before starting this tutorial, so now he's at level 4. And I'm going to start with the magic. And here you're going to see that I have some spells already in my list. In order for a spell to get into this list, you have to have ranks of the spell. And as you can see, I've got ranks in animal forms, bless, life-giving, blade turn, and so on. This list will show us the number of power points that it takes to cast the base part of this spell, the number of ranks that you have, the range of the spell, duration and utility, and resistance if there's anything for resistance. I click on the list or spell and I get its description and I get its scaling options as well as the PowerPoint for each of those scaling options. My casting penalty comes from the defense based on the armor that I selected. PowerPoint adder or spell adder can be added here if you purchased any kind of PowerPoint adder or if that's just part of your character sheet. Focus item can be selected, but there's nothing in here, so I just typed in rosary. You can just type in anything you wish. The mana sources and focus styles are going to come with the College of Magics when that's completed. The next thing I want to show you, which we bypassed before, is the offensive information. Now you can enter in information manually. As you can see, I have javelin and I have broadsword in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete these quickly. I just basically selected the attack and I'm hitting delete. And I'm going to show you that you can add this in two ways. One way is I can just select broadsword. It fills in my fumble, my critical, and my size. And I can just put in my OB and then I can hit add. But there's a second way to do this. It's a lot faster. Go under skills, go under combat, and I'm going to go here to my polearms throne, which I have 7 ranks in. I'm going to select it, right-click it, and select Import Attack Info. Now I need to adjust the center found in the Attack section under the Defenses tab. That's exactly where we were before. And as you can see, this item was added. Throne, polearms, throne, but just the OB. I don't have any other information, but I need to select Javelin, and it will bring in the rest of the information. And then I select Edit, and now I have added in my offensive information. If you want Javelin to be your primary weapon, select Javelin and then click this up arrow so that it's on the top. Your very first attack listed here is your primary attack. The last thing I want to show you is the Items tab. And you can see that I have some items that I've already purchased. You can also see that I have some money over here, 1 gold, 8 silver, and 4 bronze. If I pick money up along the way, let's say that I picked up a treasure bag with 3 silver and 4 bronze, I will type in 3.4, 3 silver, 0.4 for bronze. I then modify the coins, and I get my new amount in my treasure window here. Now to purchase items, I come down here to Add Item. Click on that and select whatever category I wish to add. Let's say I want some food. So I will come down here and I'm going to just basically order some rail rations. And I will add item. And as you can see, it takes money away from my treasure and it has added it to my list. If I want to add an item without taking any money, like an item that would basically be given to me like a starting weapon. Like I have a broadsword in there, but maybe I want to add my javelin as well. I'll select javelin, and I'll come down here and do add item without coin. And it goes in there and my money was not affected. When I'm finished, just click on cancel. Now I can change information here like its location. And what I'll do is I'll go under javelin and I will edit the item And the location here will be backpack. And I'll edit. And now my list changes so that backpack is now a location for my javelin. If I, well, just ate my trail rations, we'll say, well, then I ate them and I'll have to delete them. So I'll select the item and select delete item. And now that we've finished our character sheet, let's just look at it with the preview character sheet. Go up here, click on preview character sheet, and you'll get a preview of what your character sheet will look like when it's printed. Let me just zoom in here so you can get a better look and see. My avatar is here. All the information, basic information, stats, abilities and talents, and then some frequently used skills. And then of course my melee weapon and my missile weapon are down here as well. I'll scroll down so you can see that the javelin is down there. But what is this frequently used skills all about? Well, we don't really have anything there, so let's go and add a few things. What you need to do is, we'll go under General and look for a skill where you've got some ranks like healing, a rank or a skill that you would frequently use a lot. We'll right click and we'll just set the skill as frequently used. I probably will end up using Herbcraft a lot. I don't need to worry too much about the resistance because that's already on there, but perception is most certainly a frequently used skill. I have some influences that I might want to throw in there as well, and I'll just quickly set each of those as frequently used. And now if I go back to my character sheet, and I'll zoom in again, you'll see that the frequently used skills is now updated with the skills that I've selected. And you can see that my resistance bonuses are already here. So you don't have to do everything as frequently used, just the ones that probably won't be on the top of your list. Any other skills will show up on your next page. This is a listing of all of the skills that you have in your character sheet. The next page will show your equipment, and the next page will show your spells. And if your spells bleed over to the next page, then just click on the next page and it'll print them all up. It'll show you all of this information for the spell description, scaling options, cost, ranks, and all of the duration and information for the spell there. And when you're finished, just print, and it should show up exactly the way it shows up here in the print demo. And that's that. In the next tutorial, I will go over some more advanced features of AutoHARP, such as adding a race and adding a profession. Thank you.